Let me first clarify something. I have never ranked past Diamond in this game. I know some of you have already stopped listening to me, but I would like you to hear me out. You're wrong about Black Widow's batons. They are not bad, and in fact, they are essential to Widow's kit. And I'm going to give you 5 reasons why. After showing you the clips and the reasoning, and giving you a little guide, I believe I'll have changed your mind about this tool. And we all know Black Widow needs more tools. Now, the first and most important reason that Black Widow's electric batons are completely misused is because the default controls will not allow you to use this properly. To use this part of her kit effectively, you'll have to dual bind the input. Let me explain. When you're using your keyboard or controller in the middle of a gunfight, you don't have the time or fingers to reach for that scroll wheel or that triangle button if you're on console. This is why many players feel the attack is completely useless. In the time that it takes to switch weapons, they might as well line up a headshot for more damage. But if you switch your bind to a side mouse or L3 to click in the stick on your controller, you can instantly switch weapons while moving or attacking. The difference in the speed of your switch should be immediate and noticeable, which is important because once you've got that down, you can do. Now, as you could probably gather from the last clips, this new control scheme will offer Black Widow access to animation cancels with her melee. Now, why is this important? Because Black Widow is a slow-ass character. If you've played her for more than an hour, you know that most of your deaths when you're playing well will come from close-quarters characters. At higher elo, players will become well aware of your basic kick-shot combo and can easily counterplay it. Batons give you another resource to deal with the Iron Fists, Wandas, and Spider-Mans that can otherwise shut players down early. With your new input, you want to start with your batons out. Left-click your baton, and then instantly, as fast as you can, switch to your rifle. If done correctly, it should look like your rifle is hitting people right in front of you. Once you practice this for a while, you want to learn her one-shot combo. As of 1.1, this is the fastest way that Widow can kill a character. Keep your reticle at head height, start the animation cancel for the extra chip of damage, and then instantly fire for the headshot. Be sure to wait for the chamber to clear before switching weapons again. Most characters won't have time to react to this, but if the players start expecting it, micro-adjust your aim with small flicks. Tanks are harder to headshot, but they can be annihilated if you loop this combo into itself. You can also start a slightly delayed animation cancel into your kick shot ability for combos like these. Start getting creative and using these to shred people. Just like any melee attack in this game, Black Widow's batons will hurt players through barriers like Strange or Magneto. However, unlike any other melee attack, including her own, the range and properties of the move give her the options to pressure shields in completely unique ways. For example, while wheeling on a Strange's shield, you can pressure him into dropping it, and then line up your next shot at the same time. You can trip Captain America's into dropping their shield too early, line up the perfect snipe on a Magneto's head, or even just bait the enemy team and then go for the healer. The mix-ups are limitless. The more mind games, the better, and the less that your opponent knows about your next move, the more likely you are to get that game-winning snipe lined up. I will say, for this aspect of her gameplay, you will need to rely on your strategists and vanguards to set you up in positions that allow you to get these kills. Simplifying things a bit for these last 2 points, the hitboxes on her batons are massively underutilized. While her rifle melee only clocks in about 2 meters, her batons are comfortably about 3 point something. The small adjustment in range wouldn't matter so much if this move did not have the weirdest hitboxes ever. Now don't worry, that's actually a good thing. I want you to try and imagine this parabola as all of the space that you can hit an enemy within. Now, try and visualize this space moving with your cursor, and you'll soon realize this move is so disjointed that it's almost a projectile. This is especially worth noting for hitting invasive DPS and supports that can run circles around you, because you can take half the circle away from them just by putting your hitbox out. Understanding the spacing on this move can make it easy to hit multiple targets with single strikes. And remember that canceling the animation will still bring this entire hitbox out. So, now the last and most simple reason that the batons are good is terrain. I feel as though people forget terrain is such a big factor in this game, and batons are her fastest means to breaking it by a landslide. Now that you have these other tools at your disposal, you won't feel so vulnerable whenever you need to break a wall or pillar. So now that we know Widow's electric batons are limited by default controls, give her access to new combos and cancels, have her best hitboxes and are essential for interacting with terrain, Hopefully I've been able to convince you that her batons are a necessary aspect of her kit. And even if I didn't, I hope you learned something and enjoyed the video. If you found it helpful, be sure to tell your friends that this is why their widow sucks. I'll see you all in lobby, and best of luck for the rest of the season.